I should be ashamed of myself because I've been slipping up on the news lately. Like, when was the last time I did any news related stuff here on the channel, which I shouldn't be, avoiding. I've been so tired or caught up with just anime reviews or must watch or must reads. I'm like, okay, but I should talk about the weed news, some things are happening behind the scenes that really suck. And despite everything that's happening right now, there's still a fight for censorship that's going on, even in Japan. And it's connected to America as well. If you haven't noticed, for the past couple of years, credit card companies have been trying their best to destroy the Gooners. There's have been a war on Gooners for a while. It started off with some called Cornhub. Now it's to do with other Japanese sites. Manga Library Z, digital manga service, shuts down on November 26th. This site was founded by one of my most favorite manga creators, Ken Akumasu, creator of Love Hina, but I love him for Negima slash UQ Holder. That's where I love him for. Love Hina was okay, but UQ Holder and Negima were that, man. But anyways, he founded this site for free manga chapters that you can read, find a way to be, help out original creators. It was a company from J Comics back in 2015 over management and control services, which we named Time Manga Library Z. So that's what it's originally called. But anyways, it seemed to happen because credit card inquiries, what's going on right now is that the credit card companies are trying to destroy the Gooners' enjoyment by anything they see as adult content that they don't want anything to do with. So they tell them to censor it, or else you're not allowed to have your payment processors in this site anymore. Same thing happened with Cornhub in a way, where they start using payment processors or they took them off. I don't know, it's been years with Cornhub. But anyways, they've been trying to find any way to censorship adult content for people for years now, and now they're trying to do it through manga and anime and even fan creators. Even on American PVIX, they were trying to censor that here in America. But if you turn your settings to another country, you get the full service of PEXVIX. I think that's what it's called. Now they're attacking this site. Kinakumasu, for years, have saw the rise of Western influence trying to dominate the East for a while now, and he was afraid that it's going to take over their culture and force them to submit to something else, which he did not like. So he's been running for these diets for years, and even won as well. Now, he did say that he's going to go on some certain events today and some other days to talk about a strategy meeting. He's not hyping it up, but he's saying he's going to go on these meetings and these podcasts to talk about what to do next, how to counter this. And the problem is that once again, just like the localizers, we need to find a way to get rid of the middleman. Find a way to stop these people, the localizers, from censoring your anime, your video game from Japan, and now you stop these card companies from keeping creators. See, look, whether you agree with the Gooner stuff or not is not important. The fact is that it should be a freedom of right to create whatever you want as long as it doesn't harm anybody. So that being said, just let people do what they do. It's not harming nobody. I guess in a way you can say it's causing people to become gooners, and gooners don't create children or become part of the future, but that's them, If you take this away from them, they're just going to go somewhere else. This is not going to stop them. Well, they'll say, well, it stops them from here, is what they would say. But anyways, it's just ridiculous that it keeps happening. And it's the first time I've seen this happening. Heck, I've seen PayPal stop one dude who was doing a comic book campaign, which reached over $3 million in his first campaign, and PayPal was acting like they knew what to do to give him his, the money he got from that campaign, which was BS. He got it over with, but the fact that he had to go through that, it shows that there's a bias that's behind these. There's sort of hatred that's being displayed out in full view of everyone. We can see it. So yes, King Akumasu was worried about this. He doesn't like what's happening right now. like him and others have been fighting for this. Heck, Shino Manta. If you ever seen that anime Shino Manta, a world where dirty jokes doesn't exist and stuff, where everyone is completely ignorant of sex and other things that's dirty and lewd. So that girl who's part of the student council shows up in this pervy looking outfit and saying dirty jokes all the time because she wants people to have that freedom of thought that's been taken away from them. And you see the people in this world, they don't know how things is. Hey, there's even an, a manga that ended not long ago I was reading where sex was not allowed. And when you did have sex, it had to be only through the process of making a children. So you had to sign forms and all this other stuff in order for it to happen and stuff like that. So you have these upstanding model citizen children, once again, completely ignorant of how things are. And you have to create your established society, but there's no free of thought. Life was boring, but it was so safe. So Japan loves making these kind of stories that happen where the authoritarians take over too hard. They find their ways into these systems, whether it's through politics or through culture and the media, and find some way to get their tendrils out there to see, hey man, this is what we're going to do to change things up, to change the minds of the people, to change the culture, all this other stuff. It happens way too much, and it's not good. It's definitely not good. So we have people like Hinakomasu who are on the front lines, the vanguards, who want to stop this from happening, you know? And like I said, do I like this all the stuff? No, I don't. You know, some stuff is questionable, some stuff is bad, but it's not harming no one. It is their freedom of right of expression. It's not harming no one. Let them stay in their little filthy corner. Let them do what they need to do. But I can live my life without this. But there are some anime out there that I do enjoy, like High School DxD and stuff, Champione and things like that, that wouldn't have existed without this stuff. And who else knows what they want to censor? Because when you give them an inch, they take the freaking mile. They go the whole damn yard. And they will literally say, okay, now we gotta control this, let's control that. You know, in fact, let's wiki clean this down, man. That's why you're eating. Let's take away the guns, man. Let's take away that. Yeah, am I over exaggerating? Probably. But that's how it is. It always starts out that way. It always does. It always starts with one little thing they want to take away, things for your own good, and then next you know, it's something else over and over again. And the fact that it just sucks is they could be, you know, working on more important things, but they always want to work on these little things that doesn't matter, but all it does just ticks everyone off. That's all it really does. Like, why are you doing this? Don't you have more important things to do? Come on. But yeah, like I said, someone once told me the reason why they want to destroy the Gooners. They wish to destroy the Gooners, everybody. They don't want them to exist. They're like, you guys need to go out there and start making babies. Stop staying indoors all day. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think about the future. Well, if you gave me more hope in the future, maybe I would do something like that. But hey, here we are. But anyways, I wanted to report on this because this is very important. And I feel like, yeah, this had to be talked about in a way. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, hit that bell icon. This is Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.